Hello and welcome to the Mansfield Town Shirts YouTube channel. Today I will be reviewing my top 5 Mansfield Town home shirts. Welcome back to another Mansfield Town Shirts YouTube video. Thank you very much for the support on the first video. It was massively appreciated. Today I'll be selecting my top 5 Mansfield Town home shirts from the collection and going through them in a little bit of detail. If you agree, disagree, or have got another suggestion of which shirt you would have chosen as your number 1 Mansfield Town home shirt, then let me know in the comments below. As always, give the video a like and drop a subscribe on the channel if you haven't already. Let's start the countdown then with number 5, which is this one. This is Tom Curtis's match-worn shirt from the Millennium Stadium playoff final 2004. Agony in defeat against Huddersfield on penalties. It's not my favourite shirt in terms of the design, but it's one of my favourites because of the occasion. It's still got the mud on from the Millennium Stadium, which you can sort of see down here. It's manufactured by Garmin. It was only worn in the final itself. It hadn't been worn during the season, which is a little bit controversial because it was the first game it was worn, obviously ended in defeat. It's got the match-specific printing above and below the Mansfield Town badge on there. And it's just a very rare shirt because obviously it was worn in the final. Bittersweet one, really. Fantastic for a collector, amazing for a collector, but quite painful memories, obviously, if you're a Mansfield Town fan. What also makes this shirt a little bit more interesting is sort of how I came to get it. I contacted Tom Curtis, and he said that he had a shirt which was a different shirt to this. This wasn't the one I was going for. Went around to collect the other shirt, which was a white away shirt from the following season to this one, and he said that he got another shirt in his garage. Would I like to have a look at it? And I went, yeah, absolutely fine. Came out, and when this shirt was given to me, I thought, oh great, so it's an 04-05 home shirt. And then when I caught it and looked that it had the Millennium Stadium printing on it, and I could still see the mud, it just, it was one of my top moments of collecting, really, when I found that I'd got this shirt in my possession. And thanks to Tom for sorting that out. But this one's in at number 5. Painful memories, but brilliant. The next shirt is a controversial one at number 4 because I think a lot of people will rank this one a little bit higher. It's the 2012-13 conference title winning, Blue Square Premier winning home shirt worn by top goal scorer and all-time club legend Matt Green. It's a shirt synonymous with that season, that promotion, and that incredible run we went on the second half of the season. And for me, it's a fantastic looking shirt as well. Area did a fantastic set of shirts for Mansfield, and I will be doing a separate video on Area and the shirts that they did for Mansfield. But it's a fantastic looking shirt. The stripe design, the darker amber, it was a real hit for the Stags fans, and even better that we have Matt Green on the back. It's also interesting because it has obviously the Stags' own print. There was no league font in the conference in that season, so that's our own Mansfield Town font of that season, and we've not had that since we've been back in the EFL. Obviously, we have the standard EFL printed, but it's an amazing shirt to have, worn by the man himself, signed by the man himself as well, and it could easily have been higher, but for me, it's in at number 4. So, if Matt Green's title-winning match-worn home shirt is in at number 4, what could possibly be any higher than that? Well, it's this one. 99-2000 Russell Athletic home shirt, the infamous waffle fabric, as you can see here. It's an interesting fabric, not the most comfortable to wear, but it's long sleeve. It's got one of my all-time favourite players on the back. It's still covered in mud. It's worn by none other than another club legend, striker Chris Greenacre, in his number 27, which was the first number he wore at the Stags. You've got the massive font on the back. You've got nationwide patches. You've got the long sleeves as well. It's one of my all-time favourites, this one. Very plain, no sponsor at the time for the Stags on this home shirt. And it is one of my all-time favourites. I love the design. It's so simplistic, and even better that it's got the man himself on the back, Chris Greenacre. Given to a fan on the final home game of the season. He kept it ever since, and I managed to get it from him. And it's a fantastic shirt. I love it, and that's why it's in at number 3. Now I had to start making some real hard decisions, getting this high up the countdown. In at number 2 is a shirt that could have easily been number 1. I mean, any of the last 3 could have been number 1, to be fair. But this one's one of my all-time favourites. Again, it's the 1994-95 home shirt, and this one in particular, worn by Steve Wilkinson. It's got the number 9 on the back. It's got the massive league patches that you can see here. It's got the Abacus lighting sponsor to the front that was faded as the season progressed. It's slightly different to the fans version, which has activity down here, and some other subtle changes as well. But I absolutely adore this shirt. It's different than a lot of Stag shirts that have come before it and after it. But I think looking back, a lot of people now consider this to be one of their favourite shirts. Made iconic from the Simon Island goal against Leeds. But this one to be worn by Steve Wilkinson, an absolute legendary striker for the Stags, scored a lot of goals scored a lot of goals in this shirt that season. It was worn in the playoff semi-final defeat to local rivals Chesterfield, and it was sourced directly from Steve himself. It is an interesting story about how I got this shirt from Steve himself. You'll hear the full story at the Mansfield Museum event on the 24th of April, the 8th of May. There are 2 tickets left for the 8th of May, so visit the Mansfield Museum website for that. And I arranged to meet Steve at the services at East Midlands Airport, and Steve brought this shirt, and I had a long chat with Steve. And it's amazing, this was the last shirt he had, the last Mansfield shirt. It was in a drawer, I wasn't doing anything, so I organised to get it from him, and it's one of my all-time favourites. This would be not just in my top 5 home shirts, this would be in my top 5 shirts of all time. It's iconic, and it's from an incredible player. Before I get into the number 1 spot on this countdown, I do have an honourable mention for 3 shirts that came extremely close. Now, this one may not be iconic to a lot of Stags fans, but I absolutely adore this shirt. It's the 2010-11 home shirt, again made by Area. It was worn as the Stags got to the FA Trophy final and lost again against Darlington, this time in extra time. But I absolutely adore the design. The darker amber I love. I love the white numbers and the dark lettering. I love everything about this shirt, and it came extremely close to being in my top 5, but there were some seriously strong contenders that ultimately knocked it out. Another shirt that came extremely close is this one, 1991-92 promotion winning shirt made by Ribeiro. I adore Ribeiro shirts, and I adore this one as well. This one worn by Wayne Fairclough, usually worn by Steve Charles, but on the final game of the season against Rochdale when the Stags clinched promotion, it was worn by Wayne Fairclough. It was taken off his back at the end of the game by a fan and eventually made its way to myself. Very easily could have been in the top 5, but again, just missing out. But a shirt I absolutely adore. The pattern, the collar, the Gunthorpe Textiles iconic sponsor, the sleeve patches, everything is just perfect about this shirt. And my final honourable mention before I get into number 1 is this one, 1996, 97 and also 97, 98 home shirt. This one worn, among others, by Stuart Watkiss, signed by the whole squad, made by Beaver, again another iconic manufacturer for the Stags. Absolutely love the Beaver shirt. It's got the nationwide sleeve patches on here, and this one probably came the closest to being in the top 5. It's one of my first shirts as a kid as well. An unbelievable shirt. Love the pattern, love the sponsor, love the manufacturer, love everything about this shirt. So with shirts 5 to 2 revealed and the sort of near misses out of the way, let's reveal number 1, and I can reveal it is this one. It is the iconic 2001-02 home shirt, winning promotion, the last time we won promotion from League 2, or what was Division 3 at the time, and it's worn by captain, skipper Les Robinson. The sleeve patches are absolutely destroyed where he wore the captain's armband. during that season. This was worn in the final home game against Carlisle when the Stags won 2-0. This was his shirt from that game. It was a shirt that I won in an auction and couldn't have been more pleased to have it. It's one of my favourite shirts of all time. And I think for me personally, it's by far my favourite home shirt that I've got in the collection. An iconic season for me as a kid growing up. And to have Les Robinson's shirt, the captain from that final game as well, just makes this one even more iconic. It's got the VK Vodka Kick sponsor, which is iconic now because of this shirt and that team. And like I say, for it to be Les's shirt is terrific. It's a real piece of the club's history, this one. It wasn't an easy decision to put this at number 1, but it's one that I certainly don't regret. A fantastic shirt, and number 1 in this list. Thank you very much for watching the countdown of my top 5 favourite Mansfield Town home shirts in the collection. Again, if you've got a shirt that you would have put in the top 5 that I haven't, by all means stick it in the comments below. If you could give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, there's a lot more to come. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.